Hi, my name is Lily B, and alongside me
is Ava Falero.
Today we will be talking about
the changing role of modern women in the 1920s. This consists of the changing in women's fashion and their overall daily life and will help you understand how women of the 1920s paved the way for the modern women's rights movement.
In addition, how they fought for independence and their rights as women, going against societal expectations. One significant change in the 1920s was flapper culture, which was accepted and full of attention. The flapper culture was a certain look women possessed during this time. This look was explained as bobbed hair, short skirts, makeup, cigarettes, and a carefree attitude. The change this new look led to was a commercial leisure institutions, including dance halls.
In the 1920s, I've heard there are flappers and vamps. What's the difference between vamps and flappers?
A vamp was a combination of the flapper and a more erotic behavior of women. This is a perfect example of a vamp. As you can see, her dress is showing a lot of cleavage and demonstrating her confidence as a woman. Vamps went against societal expectations because of how they dressed and acted at this time. I wonder how this reshapes society. Oh look, there's a YouTube video to show me how.
This reshaped society challenged society's normalcy and began to demand gender equality. Women gained more job roles, which drastically changed the workforce, with societal terms that women faced daily, which consisted of change in fashion, behavior, and overall expectations. Lastly, gender equality meant no matter your gender, you were paid and treated the pursuit to be.
Oh, now that makes sense. This is an example of women voting in the 1920s. Wait, are you guys talking about the changing role of modern women in the 1920s? Were there any other major changes?
Yes, we are talking about that. And another major change was women being able to have a variety of jobs and ways to work than they had ever had before. Women were socially more accepted and less unequal to men. Women were recognized for their clothes and for what they were good at. Lots of the attention that was on them was positive. They were economically more involved because they were able to work in healthcare, go to school, and work many hours of their jobs. Hey Lil, what's an example of the 1920s being the rise of the modern era?
I'm glad you asked. An example is that it marked a significant shift towards women's independence and equality. Are there any other examples?
I could educate you on that. Other examples of this consisted of having the right to vote because of the 19th Amendment, joining the workforce, which consisted of job roles outside the comfort of their home.
Can I add to that? This later broke traditional gender roles, the flappers and its new classifications of women, and lastly reform and education for women overall.
In terms of the changing role of modern women, the lasting legacy is the foundation it laid for the key points of modern gender equality and women's empowerment. Again, political influence, workplace rights, education and reform, and cultural freedom for women still exist and create many opportunities in which women enjoy today. Lily, did you learn about the changing role of modern women in the 1920s today?
Yes, I did, and we hope you did too.
Bye! This consists of...
I wonder how this shapes
Oh.
independence and equality.
Redo.
Yeah. Are there any other examples?
Empowerment. I was doing good.
Significant change in the 1920s was flapper.